Off-plan flipping in Dubai, the so-called golden ticket to real estate riches in 2025. Real estate brokers and developer sales managers can't stop hyping it up. Take a sip of coffee every time you hear the phrase guaranteed returns, and I guarantee you won't sleep all week. Launch events draw lines longer than your last flight to London, and everyone seems to believe it's the easiest path to wealth. But is it really that simple? I can assure you, it's definitely not. Today, I'll show you how to plan and execute an off-plan flip like a seasoned investor, not like someone who was just sold a dream at a sales center. We're talking risks, rewards, and a playbook for executing this strategy intelligently and profitably. Hey, I'm Peter, co-founder and CEO of Shosti. I'm not your typical Dubai real estate personality. Firstly, I'm not 28, I don't have a silky smooth British accent, and the closest I've ever been to a Lamborghini is driving one in a video game back in the mid-90s. Basically, I'm a grumpy old Gen Xer with zero aspirations of becoming a social media influencer. You won't catch me doing TikTok dances in front of the Burj Khalifa or screaming guaranteed returns while lounging in a rented yacht. Nope, that's definitely not my scene. What I do have is a straightforward, no bullshit approach to navigating Dubai's real estate market. So if you're here for hype and flashy theatrics, you're in the wrong place. But if you want honest, real-world insights from someone who's seen this market at its best and worst, maybe you want to stick around. Before jumping into off-plan risks, let's talk definitions. So, what exactly is an off-plan flip? An off-plan flip is a speculative strategy where you buy a property during or before construction to resell it for a profit before or shortly after completion. While it can be lucrative, it's inherently risky and depends heavily on market conditions. Now that that's out of the way, let's break down the risks. Of course, flipping off plan sounds easy, especially when your broker, dressed like they just stepped out of a luxury car ad, tells you it's a guaranteed win. But let's get real, there are risks, and without the right knowledge or strategy, you could end up in a tough spot. So let's talk about the realities of flipping off plan properties in Dubai. To start with, the market, it doesn't always go up. I know, shocking, right? Dubai's real estate market has faced two significant corrections, each an important lesson for investors. The 2008 crash was a dramatic short-term freefall, while the 2014 downturn stretched over several years. Both saw a decline in prices of roughly 35%, though the timelines on the downside and the recovery were very different. Now, the market is rebounded significantly. But it must be kept in mind, when corrections hit, they ripple through everything, impacting timelines, liquidity, and even long-term plans. Corrections are where the real challenges for off-plan investors emerge, leading us to the next risk. Delivery delays are a common reality in off-plan projects and should always be anticipated. Imagine planning an off-plan flip only to find out your project is delayed by over a year. In some cases, maybe even much more. Developers' timelines? Let's just say they're aspirational at best. During market downturns, delivery delays often worsen. Developers may face funding challenges, construction halts, or even legal issues, pushing timelines further than planned. For investors, this means waiting longer for returns, whether through rental income or resale gains. Always plan with delays in mind, which leads us to the next risk, liquidity issues. Okay, imagine this. You've paid 30 to 40% for an off-plan unit and the market cools down. Suddenly, there are no buyers willing to pay your price, or any price. Your quick flip just turned into a long-term commitment. So here's the deal. If you go into off-plan flipping without understanding these risks, you're not investing, you're gambling. And the house, it always wins. Okay, you wouldn't still be with me if all you wanted to hear were the negatives. Off-plan flipping isn't all doom and gloom. Here's why people are so drawn to this strategy. And no, it's not for the free coffee at launch events. Let's talk rewards. When you get it right, off-plan properties can deliver exceptional returns. Some projects in prime areas have seen 50 to 70% appreciation between launch and completion. Take Ymar Beachfront, for example. Units launched at 1,800 dirhams per square foot in 2019. By the time construction was underway, resales were hitting 2,500 dirhams per square foot, a 40% increase. Today, those units are hitting 4,000 dirhams per square foot. But incredible returns aren't the only significant reward. For investments above 2 million dirhams, you unlock a 10-year golden visa. This is a game changer, especially for international investors looking to make Dubai their base. The visa provides not just residency, but also a sense of security for families and long-term investors. While we're on the subject of security, let's talk tax, because nothing makes you feel more secure than not having to pay any. So, we all know that Dubai's tax-free environment is unmatched. While other global markets burden investors with property taxes, rental income taxes, and even capital gains taxes, Dubai keeps your profits untouched. Every dirham of profit stays in your pocket, a significant advantage for investors seeking to maximize returns. And finally, the fourth reward, lucrative resale opportunities. Here, timing is everything in off-plan flipping. If you play your cards right and sell your stake before project completion, you could walk away with significant gains. But remember, this isn't Monopoly. You don't just pass go and collect 200,000 dirhams. You need a strategy, or shall we say, a playbook. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Flipping is speculative. And before we go any further, let's acknowledge the inevitable chorus of people who will cry foul just for suggesting this strategy. But here's the thing. For some investors, speculation is a risk worth taking. The question is how to navigate it intelligently. Now, let's talk about Dubai today. The city is busier than ever. The traffic, insane. Getting from one side of town to the other could make even the calmest driver lose their mind. This reality has sparked a shift in the market. More and more buyers are chasing properties that offer value without sacrificing location. Proximity to hubs, family-friendly amenities, and accessibility are now driving demand in ways we haven't seen before. As an investor, understanding where value meets convenience is really critical. Let's dive into the playbook rules that can help you turn this dynamic to your advantage. Success in off-plan flipping is becoming less about chasing hype and more about understanding where value lies. While villas and townhouses in the 311 corridor remain strong contenders, centrally located developments that balance affordability with high-quality living are gaining traction. Think about buyers who want to avoid spending hours in traffic just to get to school or work. Smaller developer master plans like Arjan, once considered risky, are now offering value-rich opportunities with access to infrastructure and amenities at more reasonable prices than established brands. The key? Focus on developments that appeal to end users and long-term buyers. Strong resale demand is the lifeblood of a successful flip. The secondary off-plan market has thrived in villa and townhouse communities along the 311 corridor in the last couple of years, where demand consistently outpaces supply. But demand is evolving. Branded residences, projects with unique features like beach access, and properties in emerging hotspots are consistently attracting buyers. The best flippable projects are often sold out at launch, and you won't find them in public data. This is where working with someone who truly knows the market makes all the difference. The key is identifying properties with clear demand drivers, ensuring they hold value and remain in demand for resale. Before you invest, understand the rules of the game. Regulators require that you pay 30% of the property price before you're allowed to resell in the off-plan secondary market. The 30% resale threshold should be considered a strategic imperative, and here's why. If the market turns and you haven't hit the resale threshold, you won't be able to sell, no matter how much you want to exit. Self-imposing the 30% rule ensures flexibility. It gives you the option to sell, even if it means exiting below market value to free up capital for better opportunities. The key? Meet the resale threshold early and stay ready to adapt, particularly if there's a market downturn. Delays aren't just possible, they're practically inevitable. When a developer promises delivery in December, you should always ask, which December? Market downturns can make delays even worse. Funding challenges, construction holds, or even legal hurdles can stretch timelines well beyond expectations. Smart investors account for this up front. By building a buffer into your financial and investment plans, you'll be ready to weather delays without derailing your strategy. The key? Anticipate the unexpected and make room for it in your game plan. The most successful flips aren't about luck, they're about insight. Understanding market trends, buyer behavior, and spotting true value gives you a competitive edge. Many opportunities aren't obvious to casual investors. This is where expert guidance really matters. A seasoned advisor can help you identify high potential projects that others might overlook. Armed with the right knowledge, you're not just speculating, you're investing with purpose. So, we've covered the risks, we've explored the rewards, and you've learned the playbook. But here's the truth. Flipping off-plan properties in Dubai isn't just about knowing the rules. It's about knowing where to apply them. And that's where we come in. We've analyzed the market inside and out, diving deep into transaction data, buyer behavior, and the subtle intangibles that make certain projects stand out from the crowd. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, am I going to get through this entire video without a shameless, commercially driven plug? Come on, of course not. After all, I am a real estate professional. But jokes aside, what I am offering isn't hype. The results of our analysis, our exclusive guide, the 3 most flippable off-plan projects in Dubai for 2025. These aren't guesses. They're carefully selected opportunities based on market insights and proven demand drivers. Whether it's the right location, the right pricing, or the right features to attract resale buyers, these are the projects you'll want to have on your radar. This guide is your shortcut to investing smarter and flipping like a pro. So, don't miss out. Click the link below, download the guide, and take the first step toward making your next investment your best investment. Thank you for watching. And hey, if this video saved you from making a regrettable investment or gave you a laugh at Dubai's real estate circus, why not smash the like button? Or better yet, subscribe so you can get insights your broker wishes you didn't have. And drop your thoughts in the comments. Got a flipping horror story? I'm all ears. Nothing like a little schadenfreude to brighten my day. See you in the next video.